Hey, what is up, people? This is Johnny and welcome to Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, and we're going to be taking on the Nuzlocke challenge through this playthrough. So the rules are that the Pokemon that faints has to be released, and the second rule is that you have to nickname each Pokemon because it creates a bond with the Pokemon. And the third rule is that you can only capture the Pokemon in the first area of each route. So the first Pokemon that appears, you capture it, or else you can't capture another Pokemon in that area. And we're going to be adding an additional rule, which is no experience share, because that makes the game way easier. So this would help us have a little challenge. And this is actually the first time that I am doing a Nuzlocke challenge, so I hope I don't really mess up in what I do. Alright, so let's go ahead and start the game. I actually deleted my save file, so I have to go through everything again in this game, which is kind of frustrating, but oh well. I'm willing to do that. Oh look. Hey, hi, sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Birch, but everyone calls me the Pokemon Professor. And this is what we call a Pokemon. Alright, so that's pretty cool. It's bringing that Game Boy Advance type of deal here. Nostalgia at its best. And it's pretty cool. I remember when I first saw this intro, it was pretty cool. This world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. We humans live alongside Pokemon, at times playing together as friends and at times helping one another out. And sometimes we just like to have fun battling others like us. But as we close, we don't know everything about Pokemon. In fact, there are still many mysteries surrounding Pokemon. I do research to try to unravel those Pokemon mysteries. But that's enough to spare. Whoa, that was pretty fast. I didn't even get to finish reading. So there goes Tello. Hopefully I get one of those. I really want that Pokemon. Alright, so they're going to the little home that you have here. And what about you? Are you a boy or are you a girl? I'm actually a boy, so will you give me your name? Yes, I would. I will give you my name. And we're actually going to call my trainer Johnny, like always, because I'm Johnny. I used to call him Cloud in my previous games. I was used to calling it that in some other games. Anyways, we got our nickname in there, and that's all we had to do. So you're Johnny. Yes, sir. Ah, I see. You're that Johnny. You're the one who's moving to Littleroot Town where I live. How did he know? Are you ready? Hell yes, I'm ready. Your very own adventure is now about to unfold. Be courageous and leap into the world of Pokemon, where dreams, adventures, and friendships await. Be waiting soon. I couldn't even read that fast. That was pretty fast, actually. Alright, so here we are, and we're now setting out for an adventure. I don't know if we had to set our clock in here, or if it'll be any different. I don't remember. Like, the first time I actually played this, it was pretty fast. So I'm actually glad that I'm coming back to play this, because first time it was pretty fast that I passed it. Johnny, you're here at last. Wasn't it tough riding in the back of the bumpy moving truck all that way? Well, this is Littleroot Town. What do you think? This is going to be our new home. It has a quaint feel, but it looks like it should be a nice place to live, don't you think? And you get your own room this time, Johnny. Come on, you have to see the inside. Well, that's pretty cool. We got our own little room here, and they have those mount chaps working out. Well, packing stuff. See, Johnny, isn't it nice in here too? The moving company's Pokemon even help with the unpacking and cleaning up. They really make moving a clinch or chinch. I don't even know. Gora. Thanks for all the hard work. We really appreciate it. I don't even know what they're saying, so Pokemon are workers in here, so see, they're helping out. You should go and see your new room upstairs, Johnny. Dad even bought a new clock for it to help celebrate the big move. You'll need to set the time though. So yeah, we do have to set the time, but I was never good at setting the time, but we got the time here, so we'll know. The clock on the wall isn't moving. You gotta set the time. Well, no duh, it's not moving. Also, it actually does it automatically this time. I don't have to manually set it, so that's pretty cool. It was set to 22 and the minute hand to 9. Pretty accurate time. How do you like your new room, Johnny? Good, everything's put away neatly. They finished moving everything in downstairs too. It's really so nice to having Pokemon around to help us. Oh, but you should make sure that everything's all on your desk. Well, yeah, I don't think that the Pokemon will steal anything. Adventure 1. Alright, so I really don't need this because I know what I'm doing. And they have a Nintendo Wii U here. I never really checked out the room, but it looks pretty cool. It has the gamepad and it's a Snorlax doll. Alright, let's go ahead and go down here. Oh, Johnny, quick, come quickly. It's Petalburg Gym. Maybe that will be on TV. Interviewer. We brought you this report live in front of the Petalburg Gym. Next up, a special look at the long-awaited meteor shower in the next star show. Oh, it's already ended. Looks like your dad was on, but we missed his part. What a shame. But that reminds me, one of Dad's friends lives in this town. Professor Birch is his name. He lives right next door, so you should go over and introduce yourself. Alright, I'm gonna go introduce myself to the neighbor. Alright, let's go over next door. I'm guessing this is where we go first. Yep, it is. Oh, hello, and you are? Oh, you're Johnny, our next next door neighbor. Welcome. We have a daughter about the same age as you. She has been so excited about making a new friend. She should be in her room upstairs. I hope you'll go and introduce yourself. Definitely, I will introduce myself. So May actually, her design kind of looks the same, but then again, I don't even remember the previous one. Pokemon fully restored items already and... Huh? Who are you? Oh, you must be Johnny. Your move was today, huh? Well, I'm May. Glad to meet you. I actually have this dream of becoming friends with Pokemon all over the world. And then when Professor Birch told me about you moving here, Johnny, well, I was hoping you would be nice. We could be friends. But that's just silly, isn't it? I just met you, right, Johnny? So what am I talking about? Oh no, I forgot. I was supposed to be going out to help Dad catch some wild Pokemon. Johnny, I'll see you later. See you later then, I guess. I wonder if those wild Pokemon are actually the ones that we actually get, like Mudkip and stuff. What does this little girl? I think I hear someone screaming up ahead. What should I do? What should we do? Somebody has to go help. Ah, here's where we get to make our first selection of Pokemon. Help me. So yeah, he needs help from a Zigzagoon, even though he has a bunch of Pokemon. Or is this... Actually, this is Poochyena. It's not Zigzagoon. Hello, you over there. Please help me out. In my bag, there are some Pokeballs. Alright, so let's go into his bag. And we're actually going to be choosing Trico. Why Trico? Because he's the most uncommon Pokemon. And I think it's pretty cool to use a Trico. I never actually passed the game with a Trico, so it would be quite interesting. I know that Trico may not be the strongest one. Well, he is, but you know, he has more. I think the other Pokemon have a bigger advantage. Alright, so he does have some pretty good moves. He has Absorb and Pound. We're gonna actually use Absorb. So what does Absorb do? Does this automatically start giving us HP as well, or what? So that's pretty cool. Trico right out the bat gets Absorbed. I don't remember if in the previous game he ended up getting this type of move, but I think so. And we're gonna go ahead and use that pound because we need to finish that Pokemon off, that Poochyena. And we got a 24 experience points, which is pretty cool. View. I went into the tall grass to survey wild Pokemon. When I was suddenly jumped, you saved my hide. Thanks a lot. Or does he mean life? What does he mean by hide? Oh, but you're Norman's boy, Johnny. I didn't even realize who you were at first. You're grown into quite the young man. This isn't the place for a chat though. Come along to my lab. Seriously, sometimes I really get confused with the dialogue chat. He said hide or life. I don't even know. So Johnny, I heard so much about you from your father, but he said that you don't have your own Pokemon yet. If that's true, that's quite the performance back there. Looks like you really are your father's son. Oh yes, to say thanks for rescuing me out there, how about I give you a Pokemon you used earlier? And he gave me the Trico, which is pretty cool. While you're at it, why not give Trico a nickname? Well, yes, we're actually going to give him a nickname. Yep, that's the spirit. So what kind of name will you go with? I don't really know what kind of name, but I'ma call him Tree Man. Tree Man, I guess Tree Man will be a pretty cool name. Alright, so what happened to my caps? Alright, so it's kind of weird when I'm doing this. Tree Man, should I put a space? Yeah, you can actually put spaces on their names, so Tree Man. Alright, so yeah, I need to take out my stylus. It's the best way so I can stop having such a hassle. Tree Man will be his name and he'll be the strongest Pokemon you'll ever know. You know, if you work with your Pokemon and gain experience, I think you'll make a pretty excellent trainer. My girl May happens to be out on Route 103 right now surveying Pokemon for me. It might not be a bad idea if you head out that way yourself. What do you think? Yes, I'm going to go over there. Great, I'm sure May will be happy to hear that too. She can help you teach what it means to be a trainer. Oh yes, and if you ever lost along the way, use the area Nava on your Poké-Nava Plus. You can use it to see how to get to Route 103 where May ought to be. And if you or your Pokemon get tired, get some rest back at your new house. Alright, so that's pretty much it. We're gonna go ahead and get a rest back at our house. And we're going to go make our way to Route 103. You feeling okay, Johnny? You look a little tired. I think you should rest a bit. Alright, so this is when our adventure officially starts. And now we can go ahead and go there. So, I don't have an idea if we have a Pokeball. I don't think we actually have a Pokeball, so we only have a potion. So, to be honest, we can't capture the first Pokemon if we come across him in this route because we don't have any Pokeballs. So we have to wait until we actually get the first Pokeball in order to capture the first Pokemon. So the rules officially start for that after we actually get a Pokeball. And we're gonna use Pound. Now I do have an idea that we're gonna have to defeat these Pokemon at some certain point, because it's going to be hard to defeat May. She probably has a Fire type or a Mudkip. Hopefully she does have a Mudkip, because that would make Trico really, or Tree Man, help him out and destroy that Pokemon first. Alright, so this Wurmper is actually not giving up. Damn, it actually survived that hit as well. Gotta keep using that Pound so it can go ahead and go off. Bye. That was quite annoying from that Pokemon. Anyways, we managed to make it to level 6, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully we don't faint along the way, because if we faint, it's game over. Especially at this point that we have. Hi there, I work at the Pokemart. From what I can see, you're a novice trainer, am I right? Okay, being super kind-hearted as I am, I'm going to give you useful advice. First of all, the Pokemart's there. Just look for our blue roof. We sell a variety of goods, including Pokeballs for catching Pokemon. I like you to have these part of a special promotion. Potions. That's pretty good. He gave us a promotions. Potions can be used anytime, so they can be very useful to have. And this is the Pokemon Center. Look for a red roof. Ask a woman inside and she'll restore your Pokemon's health. That's it. That was the advice from me, the supremely kind-hearted clerk. Have a great journey. Alright, another thing that I was going to add into the rules, we're not actually going to be using the O powers or anything like that. We're not using none of that stuff, and we're just going to go straight ahead into the game without using those type of stuff like the EV training and stuff like that. Well, we're counting that out as well. I believe there's the rules that some people use it, but I'm not going to use them at all. This will be a normal adventure. Oh, so I actually didn't stumble across anything. Hopefully I can beat May. So this is the moment of truth. The moment if she defeats me, I'm going to be very highly embarrassed. Let's see, on Route 103 I found this Pokemon and this one too. Oh, hey Johnny. Oh, what's that? My dad gave you a Pokemon as a gift, huh? Well then, why don't you go ahead and have a quick battle? I'll give you a taste of what being a trainer is really like. Please have a Mudkip, because that would make it so much easier for me. And she has a Torchic. She has the Pokemon that actually does a lot of damage if she uses Ember. That's not cool. Will Tree Man be able to do some damage? Hopefully. I think with Tree Man we'll be able to do some damage. Slap that Torchic in the face. Look at that. Oh wow, scratch. Yeah, we're actually going to be able to do some damage because this Tree Man has a absorb ability which actually gives us a little bit of HP. It really doesn't do that much, to be honest. I thought it was going to do much more damage, but not really. Yeah, the pound does a way better hit. And damn, look at this. Will Tree Man be able to survive another hit? She's using Scratch. No, Tree Man will not be able to survive another hit. I think we're gonna have to use a potion. Good thing we have these potions because I really doubt he'll be able to survive another hit. Those scratches are pretty deadful. Now, if I had a couple of extra training, I would have survived these moves. But I haven't had any extra training, so I really need to get that extra training in the way so I can not be afraid of these Pokemon. I like the animation and what they do with Trico when he actually slaps Torchic. Alright, so we actually grew to level 7, which is pretty awesome. Well, that's great, Johnny. You're pretty good. I received 200 for my winnings. So far, we're successful with the first battle. It was a good battle, thanks. Let me heal up both of our parties real quick. Your team health was restored. Wow, I think I know why my dad has his eye on you now. I mean, you just got that Pokemon and you already got that strong of a bond. I bet you could probably befriend any kind of Pokemon you meet. Phew, I guess I better head back to the lab. I still haven't gotten the Pokeballs, have I? No, I don't think so. That's what I need to get because that's what I need to get. Maybe she gives them to me right here. Johnny, over here. Let's hurry back to Littleroot. Or we're actually going back to the town, so. There's really nothing we can do, actually. We're going to the lab. Oh, Johnny, over here. So I hear you bit May on your first try. That's amazing. May's been helping with my research for a long time, so she has a pretty long history as a trainer already. I think that settles it. Johnny, I ordered this Pokedex for my research, but I think you should take it. And I actually received the Pokedex. That Pokedex is a high-tech tool that automatically makes a record of any Pokemon you meet or catch. My girl May takes hers with her everywhere she goes. Whenever she catches a rare Pokemon and the records its data in the Pokedex, why she comes to seek me out wherever I am in the field and show me the Pokemon people you will meet and the great expanse of nature that lies before you. Experience them both while you fill in your Pokedex. I love it if your world seemed wider than ever. Though I love it even more if you came back from time to time to show me what progress you made. I'm getting the itch to get out and do field work again. Oh wow, Johnny, now you got a Pokedex too. That's great, just like me. Then here, I'll give you something too. Some Pokeballs that you can use to catch wild Pokemon. So now we have the ability to capture a wild Pokemon. If you catch Pokemon in the wild and battle together with it for a while, it will grow stronger for you. Take that as a bit of advice from more experienced trainers like me. I'm going to get ready to head out from Littleroot soon myself. I can't wait to see what kind of Pokemon I'm going to meet. Let's both do our best on our journeys. Alright, so we're now ready to head off to our journey, but first we actually have to go back to the mother's house in order to tell her that we're leaving off for a Pokemon journey. You feeling okay, Johnny? You look a little tired. Well, she didn't really say anything. I guess not right now. Maybe later I have to tell her. Anyways, we're now able to go into our journey. Now, one thing that I want to mention is that I most likely will not capture a Pokemon in this route because I did encounter them. So just to try to keep with the rules, I'm going to capture the next one in the next route. So it just says, Johnny, wait. Johnny, did you introduce yourself to Professor Birch? Oh, what an adorable Pokemon. You got it from the professor. How nice. You are your father's child. All night you look good together with a Pokemon. To think that you have your very own Pokemon now, your father will be overjoyed. But don't push yourself too hard. If anything happens, you can always come home, honey. Okay, that's pretty cool. Forgot if she gave me the running shoes or not. Well, she did not. She should have gave me the running shoes. Anyways, we officially start at our adventure here. Well, not really. Johnny. This is from my dad. He said he forgot to give it to you before. Your Pokemon Nav has been updated and the functions. The app I just added to your Pokenav is called the Dex Nav. It can tell you lots about Pokemon living in each area. That's kind of stuff. It's a handy app to have if you're trying to capture lots of different Pokemon. Alright, guess it's about time I use the Dex Nav to do some more Pokemon catching myself. Johnny, you should use those Pokeballs I gave you earlier to do a bit of a catching too. Well, anyways, here's where the official adventure starts and the Nuzlocke challenge actually starts, because this will be the first Pokemon that we can actually capture because we got Pokeballs now. And if we encounter the first one, we are going to capture it. I highly doubt it. Johnny, over here. See that right there? There's a tail sticking out. There's a Pokemon hiding in there. And look over here. If you check your Dex Nav, alright, it looks like the Pokemon knows it's pretty rare move too. Johnny, try getting closer real nice and slow. Push lightly on the circle pad. Close and hiding. That's what I said in the book I read. You're almost there, slowly. Remember, press lightly on the circle pad. Do I have to? I guess she's making me. No, I'm on my adventure. No, we're not gonna use the Dex Nav. That's the problem. I know how this works. I don't need to take your advice. Woo! Oh, so look, that's pretty cool. Wingles, well, flying out of there. It's a Zigzagoon, but we're not actually going to use the Dex Nav, so whatever. And here's our first battle. But we do need to capture a second Pokemon, so in this area is most likely we'll capture our first Pokemon for this route. He has a Zigzagoon that's a level 4. It's pretty okay. It's alright. It's gonna keep using this basic moves, Tackle, and I think Pound just does fine. Against water types, I know that the Absorb will do a pretty decent amount of damage. But yeah, I know that some people may get bored during training, but there'll be times where I'll be training, which I'll record everything, but I'll be fast forwarding it, so you don't really have to watch the whole thing. Alright, we're ready to capture a Pokemon. And since I'm not going to be using the Dex Nav, it's not going to be in our list. Oh, so this is a pretty good first encounter, and it's actually a Lotad. Not that bad. I actually wanted a Lotad. Now, hopefully it actually survives my hits, because I'm actually trying to capture this Lotad. Yep, it survived my hits, so I'll be able to capture this one. So we're actually going to capture the Lotad. Make sure it doesn't faint, because when you capture it, you want to go ahead and actually use that Pokemon, because that's the first one you encounter in this area. Then you won't have a second chance. That's the only one I can actually capture in this area, so I can't really capture another one. I can, however, train my Tree Man. I really do like that Pokemon allowed us to level up while we capture a Pokemon, because that made it so much easier. And yeah. And we got our Lotad, our first Pokemon. Yes, we have to nickname him. I'm going to call him Froggy because he looks like a frog. I know, these are so original names. Froggy. I think it would be pretty funny if I actually have a Pokemon faint later on in the adventure, because then I'll make like a big reaction over that Pokemon that fainted. So this guy is gonna have bug Pokemon, so my Absorb might not really do that much damage against him. And he just has a Wurmple. He's no threat. I always gotta remember that nickname stuff. Can't forget that. It kind of is. I'm used to not nicknaming Pokemon, so that's why. There we go. Ooh, that was actually a critical hit to that Wurmple. Alright, so I wish to encounter more Pokemon along the way, because I do want to battle them. Don't just want to end up ignoring all of them. It's good to have that training, because the extra training comes very useful later on. We're gonna slap this Wurmple and give it some sense. Oh man, it actually made my speed fall down. Another slap and it will go down. No, it actually didn't. They like using the same moves as me. There we go. We actually managed to take it down. What is this? I'm not very tall, so I sink into the grass with my nose. Oh wow, we encountered another one. No problem, no problem. I'm okay with this. I'm pretty surprised that I haven't encountered a Poochyena. I keep using that to pound, so slap these Pokemon some sense. Alright, so we gained some experience points there. We have no problem. What is this boy wants to follow? No, he doesn't want to battle. Well, anyways, we're about to leave this route. Ah, routes appeared. Man, that would have been an awesome Pokemon to appear for the first one. I should have came into this path. Maybe it would have actually let me encounter routes. I highly doubt it, though. Because I really do like that Pokemon. It looks pretty awesome. It would be pretty amazing. Alright, so they're just going to keep using these attacks, and I'm just going to keep pounding them. Down and out. Alright, so we managed to make our Tree Man level 9. In a little bit, we're actually going to start training our other Pokemon, like such as Lotad. I mean, we just started out, so it really doesn't matter. You just become a trainer. We're both beginners. Another thing that I want to mention, I'm not going to use the berries, which I'll come back later and get them all. So this is actually the first time I actually see a Poochyena, so that's pretty cool. And I'm going to use Absorb because I want to get some HP from that Poochyena. It actually gave me a lot, so it took pretty much half of his health. Well, not really all of it, but it took a big amount. And its attack rose. Whoa, it's actually gonna have to attack him right now, or else he's gonna attack with a stronger attack. Oh, he has 2 Pokemon. He has a Tello as well. But it's only a level 2, so it's not really a threat. That didn't do that much. That was not effective at all. Tello fainted, and Tree Man gets 22 experience points. Was that youngster Joey? I don't remember. I don't think it was. Alright, so there's nothing there. It's just a path to make us jump out of this area. So there's still more trainers along this path. I know it's taking a while for me to get to the next area, but never miss a trainer because training is always good and beneficial to the Pokemon. Or not. Nah, it's definitely beneficial. I just like using Absorb for no reason. It takes energy drain. It gives me a little bit of amount of HP. And this is going to really work great against water types whenever I encounter a water type. But when I go against a fire type, I don't even know what I'm going to do. Fire types are really, really dangerous. That's what you need to watch out for. And we gained 16 experience points. That's what's up. And here's May again. Hey! How's it going, Johnny? Have you been using your Dex Nav and perfecting your sneaking skills? I hope you already checked out the Dex Nav detective mode. It reacts to Pokemon in the area, so it's really handy. But I'm not going to use it because I'm going old school. Ah. Look up there. Check them out, Johnny. Check what out? It's the Beautyfly, so that's pretty cool. I wish we could capture one in the early game without having to evolve it. Those were Beautyflies, weren't they? I'll have to check in my Dex Nav later to be sure. But wow, we already made it through Route 102, huh? I guess it's really true that time flies when you're with a friend. Oh, I look, there's the Petalburg already. Johnny, your dad, he's the gym leader in Petalburg, isn't he? Maybe I should try to take him on myself once I train up my Pokemon a bit more. Guess I'm off then. Johnny, let's meet up again sometime. Sure thing. And we found a potion here, so that's pretty cool. Man, everything is empty in my map. Let's see who we encounter. This is still the same route, so I can't do anything about it. And that's a water type or grass type. I forgot what kind of Pokemon is that. I think it's a bug type and water type. Hold up, did they heal my Pokemon? I think, no, she didn't. No. Thought she did. Yeah, that's a water type. Although Absorb didn't really do that much damage. I'm gonna start using my Lotad a little bit right now, but first I have to make it into the city, and when I go into the Pokemon Center. And this will actually be the first time I finish the first part of this playthrough. And we're going to be continuing this playthrough where we left off in the next video. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put save. And let me know in the comment section what you think about this Nuzlocke. And thanks for watching.